station, throbbing at the heart of British industry and fired by our country's black gold. A cathedral to today's energy needs, the turbine hall where electricity is generated at 22,000 volts.
What a load of boring old... I'm Ellie, by the way. Ellie the Electron. Meet the gang. I'll introduce them all. No, I won't. I've not got time. We electrons are the workers in any electrical circuit, so I'm well placed to show you how electricity works. You see, little do you know it, but we're whizzing about right now bringing you electrical energy, backwards and forwards, through two little wires inside the big one. I might even be in your TV. Bit of a squeeze. Boo! So, where does all this electricity come from? Yes, power stations! Let's go round in style. I'll make one thing clear. I'm only here for you. I'm normally in wires. Style? Style? This train's slower than a flower growing. I'm a bit of a poet, you know. What's coming up here then? Be a film star, Ellie, they said. Get away, ride on a train. Nobody mentioned it would only carry coal. Oh dear. There are other ways of making electricity. You can use fuels, gas, nuclear and oil. Thought I'd forgotten, didn't you? And you can make electricity from wind and moving water. They're energy sources that'll never run out. Lots of coal, getting warmer down towards the hole. Oh! Getting hotter, the big red hole. I'm really filthy. The coal's burning in here. It's a furnace, a huge coal fire. I can't stand this heat. Anyway, let me explain how burning coal makes electricity. It's very simple. This is what's happening at a power station. The coal is burnt and it gets very hot, like you would. And then... well, the easiest way to remember it is with a rhyme. I made this up myself, you know. Coal gets hot, water gets hot, coal gets hotter, water gets hotter, makes a lot of steam. Steam, steam, turbine blade, turning fast, electricity made. The turbine's joined to a generator, you see, which makes the electricity in wires. The last bit's not part of the poem, in case you'd not noticed. Wires. Home sweet home. Lovely. This is the... Oi! Down here! This is the turbine hall at the power station. Big, isn't it? Bigger than me, but that's not saying much. The blue boxes have generators in them to make enough electricity for a whole town. OK, so there's not much you can see, but here's some steam. Oh, is it round here it turns the turbine? Thanks, my friend. A rap by Ellie the Electron. Well, coal's energy makes electricity, goes down the wires to light up a city. Thank you. It can be a long journey along these overhead wires, supported by pylons that stride over the fields like giants. Hey, I like that. These cables are always high in the air, so I bet you've never noticed. They're bare wire. It's a dangerous place, so don't be tempted to climb a pylon for a closer look. Hey, what are you two doing? You daft pair. Don't you know it's dangerous to fly a kite near power lines? I can shout as much as I like. They can't really see me. I'm smaller than you can possibly imagine, but that doesn't mean I'm not ready for action at the flick of a switch. The Power Station by Ellie. Thought they might clap. Not a bad place for me in the circuits of a television, but not so good for you. The switch has broken the circuit, so I'm going nowhere. You see, without a full circuit, I can't move. Electricity doesn't flow. It would be a strange world if you had to make more electricity at home if I didn't whiz so far. There might be gas-powered Walkmans hissing away. You might have to generate fridge electricity at home. And burn wood to make heat, to make electricity for the radio. What a nightmare! Yippee! Full circuit! Now, what do you think will happen to me? Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
The coal runs up this and it goes into the power station. And
the children at Charnwood School, Leicester, have made a model to show how electricity is generated and sent to homes.
Buildings and factories and stuff in the houses.
It's dangerous to experiment with mains electricity, so batteries are the energy source for this model.
Is it working? Yes, it is.
You need a complete circuit to make electricity flow. Switch off and the circuit is broken. The light goes out because the electricity can't flow. The circuits from the batteries, through the power lines, to the bulb and back to the batteries. It must be complete to light the bulb.
Let's have a look and see what happens if we have a full circuit without batteries. Does it work? No, it doesn't.
You need something to push electrons round a circuit, like a battery, to make the bulb light. All circuits need something to push electrons, a battery or a generator. All circuits need wires for the electricity to flow through. All circuits need to be complete for electricity to flow all the way around.
Okay, switch on. It's working.
It's me again. Let's try and make this a bit easier. Come on, let's go exploring. Woo! It's like a lovely racetrack. This is the battery. It pumps us round inside the wires. It's fantastic. Ooh. Oh. Can you think what's happened? Ah, that's more like it. This is a bit more difficult. You see, the wire in a bulb's very thin. We get hot and bothered going through, and our energy becomes light and heat. This is a bit like having to push through a crowded tunnel. Whee! What will I need from a battery before I go round again? I'll be going round for a while. Still, it's a holiday after the power station. Holiday! I'll send some postcards. Could do better. That's supposed to be the battery, the switch, the bulb. My drawing's terrible. How could it be better? A code. That's what I need. A code. Battery to switch to bulb and back. Do you think it looks like the real circuit? Yes! Mass production of those with a special one for my dear old dad. Perhaps it'll make him happy.
No time to read this now. There's a rush on, and I mean a rush on. $1700, 5 o'clock, tea time, and I mean tea time. They'll all be switching on. Do they really need to use all this electricity? Coal's been used up, and I mean used up. And look what's coming out of some power station chimneys. Pollution, and I really mean pollution. These gases can be really acid and affect trees and rivers. You there, think about it. Of course, I don't have that sort of thing round here. We keep our gases really spotless, and I mean spotless. Not as spotless as my lovely daughter, Ellie.
Spotless? He hasn't seen me at my worst. I may seem friendly, but don't forget, electricity can be dangerous, and I mean dangerous. So, if it plugs in the wall, don't fiddle at all.
A complete circuit, including an energy source, is needed to make electrical things work. Switches make and break circuits. A code is useful to help us to draw and make circuits.